Just for you, back again with another one. Once again, thank you for everyone who likes, shares videos. Questions, comments, concerns, please leave them below. And yeah, I hope everyone is doing okay. Jumping right into it. A lot of times I get these confused, and like I said, the main point of this video series is more or less for me to get stuff out that I struggle with, and then hopefully I can help somebody else with them. Not really giving advice personally, but one thing I struggle with is knowing the difference between likes, skills, and talents. They're all very similar, but they're all very different. Some are interchangeable, some you can turn into one or the other, if not all three. Some you cannot. And what I mean by that is you may be a person who, you may love football. I'm going to use sports because it's easy. You may love a certain sport. I'm going to go with football. You love football. You know everything about football. You love the position, receivers, quarterbacks, running backs, linebacker, whatever it may be. You know everything about the game. You are not an athletic person. That doesn't mean you can't do anything with football, though. You just might not have it. And what I mean by it is the physical prowess to excel at football. I know a ton of people who love the game. They know everything about the position, the best way your body should turn, hand positioning, if you want to play defense, offense, all types of stuff like that. But he's not an athlete. He doesn't have an athletic body. He's got a bad knee. He's got bad form. Like, he can't physically do it. But he can tell you what you're doing wrong to improve your game. That doesn't mean you can't play the game. You can be a coach. So in that aspect, you may love the game. That's something that you really, really like, but it'll never be a skill you possess. Now, yeah, something you like to do, go hang out with friends, play football on, Sunday with the boys, and, but it'll never go past that because you don't have the physical skills to go past that. Everyone has limits in something. I mean, I'm like 5'7", maybe on a good day. So, pro basketball was something, not saying it's impossible, but, pro basketball is kind of far. It's quite a stretch for someone, 5'6" and a half, 5'7" with shoes on. And basketball probably ain't going to be your thing. Probably not. Hockey, pro hockey, probably not going to be your thing. Not at that size. Not out there with them big 6'5"ers, 220 pounds and nuts. Just like, you're probably not going to last very long, I don't physically have the skill to do that, and I know that. Then you have things called talents. And these are just things that we're naturally good at. Now, sometimes talents can be skills, and sometimes talents are things that we like, but not always. I'm a pretty talented artist. Very seldom when you ever hear me say that. I've grown a lot, because if you had asked me this a few years ago, I would have told you, I'm all right. People are like, no, dude, you're really good. I'm like, no, I'm not. I see other artwork that's so much better than mine. That goes back into that self-doubt and everything, all that other stuff that kind of beats yourself up and all that good stuff. But, it is what it is. I'm working on it, But I'm a pretty good artist as far as my specific drawing style. Now, does that make me a commercial artist? No. Do I like it enough to turn it into, say, a career? People ask me all the time, why don't you just do art for a career? It's not that simple. It really isn't. I struggled drawing the same thing twice. I could do portraits. I struggled doing cartoons. Like, I could not draw Mickey Mouse. Save my life. I could probably draw you in like one nice, personal portrait and stuff. And I can do, but that is just a talent, something that I can just kind of do. I've always been naturally good at it. I've tried to progress and things like that. Not saying I haven't put a lot into it, but that's kind of a talent I have that I wouldn't necessarily say is a skill. Now, yes, I've taken art classes and I've grown everything like that, and I could probably turn it into a skill if I really, really focus 100% on it, but I don't really want to. Just going to be honest. But after analyzing, I think personally what my best skill is, and this is mainly from other people, and then I finally just kind of was like, yeah, you know what? I kind of see what you're saying. Because I'm a big in denial person. Usually I just don't take compliments. Well, you're good at this. And no, I'm not, because I always compare myself to other people. I'll do comparisons in another video. But I would say, honestly, my best skill is passing information. And the reason why I say that's probably my best skill is skills are marketable. Talent really isn't marketable. Talent gets you noticed. Skill gets you marketed. And what I mean by passing information, like I was blessed with a gift of gab, not in a dirty, sleazy salesman type of way, because I'm really not a good salesman. I'm way too blunt, way too honest, and I tell people, don't buy this, you're not going to like it. People say that makes me a good salesman. Sales are reflected by numbers. That does not make me a great salesman. I'm not a bad salesman, but I'm not a great salesman. Because in my mind, even though I'm like, yeah, I want to get this sale, my mind is, I need to make sure you have this information so you know how this works and it can do properly and this and that. And then the money side is in my mind kind of second. I want to make sure you know what I'm talking about and you understand this. That's kind of my goal in everything, even in all my sales. Which I kind of have to catch myself and be like, no, Ryan, stop talking. Sell it first. Let them figure it out on their own. That's the purpose of sales. It's kind of the opposite. But passing on information, because the one thing I do with most of my friends is answer questions. And I'm not like some guru or anything like that. My cousin right now, she just bought a turtle. First thing she did was send me a bunch of stuff, which I have no problem doing. I love it. It's something that's passion of mine. So he was like, oh yeah, you have passion for animals. I really don't. I do. I really like them. I have a passion for them. But I can pass on information. That's a skill. This is what you're going to need. Know your setup's wrong. Yada, yada, yada. Having a situation at work. Yada, yada, yada. I can just basically break it down, analyze it, and just kind of tell you what to do. Like I said, I struggle doing that for myself. But it's a skill I have that can help other people. That is actually marketable. That's what a coach is. Any type of coach, that's basically what they do. Football coaches mold football players. Basketball coaches do that. Life coaches help you out with that. Psychiatrists and psychologists help you out with mental issues and things that you're struggling with in your mind. Like, that's a skill. They just pass on information. Take what you give them, break it down, give you back information. This is probably based off the facts you told me, this is your best plan of action to go with A, B, C, D. If this happens, change yada, yada, yada. It is what it is. But it took me a long time to realize that, but that's actually what I do best, is explain stuff. Very simply, very layman's terms, I explain stuff very, very well. Apparently. I still don't really believe it, but hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to do things a few times and eventually you'll believe it. You know, they say if you make yourself do it enough times and you see it, you'll start to believe it yourself. So that's what I'm doing. I'm attempting to do that. But yeah. And it's tricky, but you got to break it down and just sit down, take some time to yourself and really go through, is this something that I like to do? Yes, no. So if it's a yes and I like to do it, is this something that I'm actually really good at, or is this just something that brings me joy? I love animal keeping. I love reptiles. I love everything about nature. Am I an amazing animal keeper? No. I have very specific animals that are very easy to take care of, because I'm not a great animal keeper with some of these more exotic species. I love them. It's a hobby, but it's not something I'm good at. Just like the dude who loves to play basketball, loves the game, he just really sucks at it physically. Just really can't actually play the game well. He'll go jump on the court, but he's always the dude that's picked last. And he knows it. But hey, he's out there having fun, shooting bricks and air balls. But it's just fun. Is it something that you like? Is it something that you're naturally gifted in? or is it a skill that you possess that you can actually grow on a financial level? So think about that. Just for you. Till next time, have a good one.